Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. Okay, we are going to start here on the daily time frame, and we are going to work our way down to the hourly time frame. In my opinion, the hourly time frame is where all the action is. All right, starting here with QQQ, you bounced off of your trend line here, and now we have a pin bar candlestick, a bullish candlestick, a hammer, whatever you want to call this bad boy right here, you have it. The last one that formed right above this resistance, you gapped above this 375.29 line right here. All right, which is actually, I think, a level I got from the hourly time frame. Yeah, right over here. All right, but yeah, you gapped above resistance and you printed this exact same candlestick, and now we're doing the same thing. So we're gonna have to see what happened. You did stall out at resistance, as you see. You got up there, and that is exactly where sellers started stepping in. The high over here. All right, with these two candlesticks, boom, with all those wicks. We're gonna have to be watching that level, or you could put a level on the top of today's candlestick, which was at 378.27. I guess we can do that. 378.27. About 5 cents right there. Now we'll be paying attention to it for continuation. Look for a move above today's high. If you do, you're probably going straight up here to the 380.69 previous gap that did now get filled. All right, but I mean, downside guys, you're really watching now 375.29, which you're about $2 away. And then, which, I mean, 375-ish, all right? That's not an exact level, but 375-ish. Unless it's the high of this. Oh, it is the high of this candlestick right here. So it's actually from the daily time frame. So, yeah, you're watching 375.29, and then you're paying attention to 372.74 if you can break underneath there, which is literally just the high of this candlestick. Break the upside. Watch 381-ish, which is exactly where you start stalling out over here. High of 380.83. SPY, what are we paying attention to, guys? We gapped up above resistance today, right where you stalled out the other day. You gapped up above that, and we can come down to the hourly time frame. So you literally retested that level right there that you broke above. That is where your buyers started stepping in right here, and then you were off to the races up to this next resistance. Now you didn't quite hit it. Why I do think there's a solid shot we go up tomorrow and hit that. I think after seeing this bullish candlestick print on SPY and QQQ, as well as the heavy volume you have over here in SPY. The last one was this day, and you did end up falling. You followed that candlestick up with just about another percent over here, a little over 1% after this big green bar with this high volume. This is pretty much the same volume we're seeing right now with this pretty decent green bar right here. It's nothing compared to this bad boy, but it's not too shabby itself. All right, and we're right under resistance. I wouldn't be surprised to go at least test that. Maybe we print a spinning top on the daily tomorrow. I'm not sure, but you know, I still think there is a shot you sell into next week, just because I was saying hey guys, I mean, I was seeing nothing bearish or nothing bullish over here. You had this going on, but you have the head and shoulders. You have this big bear flag going on, and you look on over here, and what can we draw? We could really put something like that. We could do something like that. You know, this doesn't look too good, all right? In my personal opinion, look at that thing, guys. It doesn't look good, all right? Oh, on the 4-hour time frame, you could make it perfectly. Or you could do something like this, up to that wick right there, and you could draw it like that. All right, guys, no matter what way you draw it, unless you're doing, let me bring that right back there. Unless you're doing this right here. Let me change. Come on, let me click on it. There we go. Unless you just bring it over here, like maybe there, and now you have a pennant, you could break out to the upside. I mean, you can break out to the upside of a rising wedge. You just don't think it's going to happen right now. I think it's setting up for sell. But I will say right now, if you break above this level right here, for 450, 350, that means you got nothing until this next gap fill. And if you get there, you're probably testing 460. So that's just my thoughts. All right. I do think I'm just going to follow the levels. That's what I think, all right? You do have a doji candlestick here on the 4-hour candlestick, all right? But you have a hammer over here on the daily. That doesn't look bad to me. And with the heavy buy volume, I think it's going to at least have some follow-up. Maybe QQ comes right back up here to 381. But again, just like SPY, if you break 381, you got nothing until this level up here at 385, and then you're coming all the way back up here to test 390. So I'm just saying, guys, things didn't look too bad. Don't get too bearish. Don't get too bullish. If you break above here, then the show is on. And you're probably going another Actually, you know, that's not too much, but you know, you could be trading that 550 right there. You could be safely trading that if you get a move above it. Maybe it's not too safe, but you know, I think that if you just want to play the charts, there you go. Just like over here, this is your resistance. If you can break above there, you're probably not going to stop here. You're probably going to come all the way up here. You could play $7 move over here on QQ. Let's look at DIA. All right, broke up from that head and shoulders on the hourly we were talking about yesterday. Now you do have a bullish candlestick on the daily, I would argue, with this heavy buy volume. All right, IWM, what do you have? All right, not the most bullish candlestick ever. We'll call it more indecision than not. But you do also have heavy volume in that one as well. And on the hourly time frame, you completely recovered. And now you're above this level over here. So, I mean, a higher high over here on the hourly time frame. I don't think that's looking too bad either. But you do have this, all right? So I will remind everyone what we talked about yesterday. If this bad boy is still looking pretty bearish to me, all right, maybe it's going to turn into a complex head and shoulders, and you have another boom. All right, and then you break down. As you guys could see, your neckline would literally just be right here. Maybe it's forming the right shoulder right now. We don't know. All right, maybe it's literally just doing this right there. All right, this boom, 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 just to make it easier on your eyes. So we're going to really just have to wait and see, guys. Watch these upper levels we just talked about. All right, you are still in a broader bear flag here on SPY. And then as I pointed out here on the daily time frame, you know, it doesn't look too good. All right, it really doesn't. You can, crap. All right, you could do something. Oh, no, I did it again, guys. Oh, did I get the right one? No, I didn't. It's okay. It's quite all right, all right? But like, you know, this thing just doesn't look too good. All right, it's a whole ass, you know, it's not good. And then a 4-hour time frame, there you go. All right, something like that. The whole ass rising wedge you got going on here into resistance. So I don't know what's going to happen. Just watch the levels, guys. That's really what I would be doing. All right, let's just see how Apple and Amazon are looking right now. I think we got a ticker request for BABA. So we will go over that. If the ticker is wrong off the top of my head, I'm sorry. We're going to take a look at BABA after this. All right, guys. So you do have Apple making a comeback. You do not have the best volume going on. So we did have a falling wedge going on the other day. But it was an inside bar. All right, so we're going to have to see about that. That could lead, like, it's a Rami. Well, I mean, slightly lower low there, right? But, you know, Apple's making a comeback. Amazon, I'm going to point this one out. Someone asked about this in Discord today. And I am just going to say right now, all right, on the daily time frame, giant cup and handle. And you can even look on the weekly time frame, actually. You guys see what I see? And you also had this double bottom right here. And then you broke out and like things not looking too bad. What if it goes like this? All right. What if it rejects here? Yeah, it can. I think it's more likely to break up though. I'm just going to say right now, maybe Amazon's going to go on a tear. Maybe the market is actually going to go on a tear. That's why on this channel, guys, we play it level by level. Amazon looks like it's probably going to stall out at some point, but we don't know when that's going to be. What if it goes on one of these tears right here and you finally break through this resistance and you do something like that over the coming 3 months? I have absolutely no idea. That would kind of, you know, bring it all the way up here. So we don't know what's going to happen, but you got Goog over here doing the same thing. Goog just looks bullish, guys. And we knew we had a gap up here waiting to fill. We've been talking about it from video to video. 141 gap fill all the way up here. You had nothing. All right. So if we broke out of this right here, which you came back, we talked about this. Goog was actually on, it was on the watch list, I believe, from the Sunday live stream. And if you guys are new here, just know we do a live stream covering 10 plus setups every Sunday. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, you had this flag formation going on, but you also came back and back tested this. So like this is a strong, you know, this was nice, all right? And then you broke out to a new high. So you're probably coming all the way up here to 141. I think the market's got some more juice in it. I'm just putting that one out there. Meta also breaking above resistance right here. Not looking bad at all. All right. You're probably gonna push up to 316.80 tomorrow. I'm just putting that out there. Microsoft, what do we got? You're breaking through resistance. You gapped above resistance and you held today. You held all day. All right. You got above, you back tested. Boom. All right. Look at that. 4-hour time frame. This thing's looking sexy. It looks like it wants 351. All right. So like we're gonna have to see how all these things play out. But you come over here in NVIDIA. What happened? You hit it with the reversal. You got partially down to the level we were talking about, which is all the way down here at 435. Came all the way down here. You got $10 away pretty much, all right? You know, guys, it still doesn't change. All right, Nvidia has been extremely clean with levels. I can't say why it didn't happen this time, but hey, guess what? All right, the market does what the market wants to do. Regardless, now we know we have another level here, and if you break the level, next thing is going to be that gap fill. I'm sure that probably psyched out a lot of people, but regardless, you gapped up above resistance. This was your it should have been a supply zone, because look at this. Gapped underneath, boom. All right, you would have thought it would have performed like this, but as you see, it did not. That's why I say the market does whatever it wants to do. Instead, you gapped up above resistance, all right, above your supply zone, and you came back to retest it, and then you bounced off that. So I do think it's likely that this thing continues. Like, look at this on the guys. This is on the smaller time frame, or on the 4 hours. I wouldn't really call it small. See, triple bottom going on right here. I see one, and then boom, you broke out from it. This was your neckline right here, and then boom. All right, what do I also see? I see if we delete that, so that was like a triple bottom going on there. I see a head and shoulders. It's probably more clear on the hourly. You got something like that going on, and you draw the neckline, it would be something like that. I don't know. But guys, things look bullish. All right, so I do think the market has a little bit more juice in it, like you can see right here on futures. All right, doesn't look like, you know, SPY doesn't look like that, but you know, futures ain't looking too shabby, guys. You had this resistance over here. All right, boom, you flipped it. If you really want to put a zone to it, it looks like this is what was being respected right here. All right, you could really, you know, top that out. All right, regardless, that is what you got over here on ES, and then let's look at NQ. Let's see how that one's looking. Again, you're breaking out to a new high over here. I mean, this is what you got right here. All right, and you are stalling out right at that level. So if you start breaking above there and you do something like this, which I think is likely, then yeah, start looking for us to push back up these sides. Now, remember, these futures contracts did roll over. So it did have an unnecessary move up. I don't remember which day it was, but it was a percent. It faked me out. I think it was this one right here. I don't know, but it definitely did fake me out. I was like, holy crap, we hit it big. Well, we didn't hit it big, but like I was like, oh, I'm gonna make like 1,500 today or whatever it was. No, it didn't happen. All right, then SPY and QQ opened up completely flat, and I was like, what? But futures are up 1%, and I was like, oh, I've been played. I felt betrayed. Regardless, all right, guys, that is the video. I hope everybody enjoyed it. If you're new around these parts, welcome to the fam. All right, we're gonna be around here for years. All right, doing daily updates for years. So guess what? All right, if you didn't know you wanted someone to provide you a daily update today, you got lucky. Your boy Henry's got you. Join the club. All right, guys. So we will be having a daily update every single day, Monday through Friday, and then a weekly update on Sunday or Saturday, and then a live stream on Sunday. So stay tuned for more. Everybody have a lovely rest of the day, and peace.